Hi, my name is Nizar Farsakh. I'm a Palestinian who was born and raised outside of Palestine in Dubai, in the Gulf. And I remember how in the 70s and 80s, as I was growing up, my dad used to talk about how beautiful Palestine was and how that one day we will be going back. Indeed, in the mid-90s with the peace process, that became possible, and we moved to Palestine in 99. I worked in an NGO, but then I worked in actual negotiations because I wanted to contribute to achieving Palestinian freedom and achieving the Palestinian state. However, a few years into the job, I quickly became disillusioned with the process because I witnessed firsthand how the power imbalance was so big and how dysfunctional the politics was. So I felt we will not achieve statehood. But ultimately what broke my back was witnessing the internal Palestinian fighting. I remember going to the office in 2007 one day and reading the news. I read about a group of militants who stopped the car of a guy from the opposing militant group, and they shot his kids in front of their school. And I was shocked. I couldn't understand how anyone would pull the trigger on a 10-year-old. I was disgusted, but mostly confused. I felt like we completely lost it. We don't know what we're doing. So I decided to quit, and I actually even left Palestine. However, a friend of mine who also worked in negotiations told me about this narrative course at the Kennedy School, and she said that this is just the course for you. And I can't thank her enough because she was right. It was the course for me. I remember going to Marshall's class and meeting Pakistanis who were working on using a narrative text from the Quran and Muslim culture to fight injustice towards women in Pakistan. And I also learned about Palestinians and Israelis who were using non-violent means in order to fight injustice in Palestine. So I was inspired, and I felt like this is what I want to do. I want to use narrative in order to face those big challenges in the world, and I wanted to teach people to do that. So what I do now is that I teach, I help or I train in narrative and try to work on using narrative in different ways so that people can change the story in a way that is hopeful and pragmatic.